quick question, guys. When do you guys put down your Christmas trees? I'm filming this video on the 2nd of January, so don't think this was a pre-recorded video. Well, it's gonna be pre-recorded because by the time you see this, it'll be a week later. When do you take down your Christmas tree, guys? Putting it up is quite a job. Can you imagine taking them down, all the little pieces? But I guess that's the joy of post-Christmas, isn't it? So welcome back, guys. So of course, every new year, everybody has resolutions, but I'm not going to call them New Year resolutions. I'm going to call them 2025 resolutions, because I find with New Year resolutions, by the time January comes to an end, everything is gone. Nobody's doing anything anymore. So when I go through my 7, you will notice that they are resolutions you carry all through the year, and hopefully maybe some of you are doing vision boards. If you check my playlist, you'll see I made a vision board years ago, 7 years ago. Since then I haven't really done a vision board yet, because I still need to go through that one I made and see the ones that I've achieved and tick them off as successful before I make a new one, if that makes sense. So if you're one of those that is looking for something, to add to your resolutions list, this is a video for you. And just real quickly, I'm wearing this jumpsuit from, I think it's ASOS, and then I'm wearing my favorite glasses from Shein. Anytime I wear these glasses, it's like a conversation starter. And my jacket from Primark, which I got 3 years ago now, goodness gracious me. So happy new year, guys. Hope this year brings you all the good things, and hope you had a lovely Christmas. So let's get on with the video. So like I said, if I'm doing a sit down video like this and I want it to be structured, I'm going to be looking through my script, okay? So the first thing for me, now please, I need to issue a disclaimer. I'm a Christian, I'm a practicing Christian. So if you're not a Christian and you're worshiping this and you believe in something out there that is, keeping you alive each day and is making all your dreams come true, then please feel free. For those of you that believe in God, my first goal is to put God first. Now, someone might ask, that something as simple as that? No, it's not a simple thing, because there comes a time in your life when you're making decisions and it's very easy to put yourself first. But one thing I want to start asking myself is, if God were in the room, will I be doing this? If he was in the room with me, would this decision be a go, or will it be a maybe or no? Straight no. So if I start thinking like that, even with my actions, I think this goal would be a go. And that's why I put it first, because that's my first goal, my first resolution, to put God first before anything else. Because it said, seek ye his righteousness, and every other thing will fall into place. That's in my Bible. So that's the first one. Second one follows very closely to the first one, which is to read my Bible. Now, for those of you that have watched my previous videos, you would have heard me say in one of them that I was on a challenge to read the whole Bible in 1 year. I started on the 1st of January last year. And I promise you, sometimes I'll wake up in the morning, I'm like, God, please, this is something I've always wanted to do. It has been on my wish list for years, from when I was a teenager, to go through the whole Bible. And just, that insight changed my life forever, to see, how God was in the Old Testament and how he is now. How God will even allow the devil to tempt people that believe in him just because of the faith he has, that person will not give up. So I always say, God, wow, if you had the faith in me that you had in Job, that would be phenomenal. So reading my Bible, I'm doing another one now, chronological Bible in 1 year, where it's going to go through the events in the Bible in a chronological order. So of course, it will start with creation and it will end with Revelation. But in between, we'll probably go through passages before others, if that makes sense. So chronological order. So I'm excited about this. So read my Bible daily, then hit the gym. Now this one is a tough one. One, because I no longer have a car. Secondly, the nearest gym to me is quite a walk, and in winter, I'm not sure. Usually in summer, it's not a problem with exercise because I run. But running in the cold is quite tough. Like now, I committed to running at least once every month last year, and I achieved that goal. So now, for example, this January, I need to put in my run. Today, awesome weather outside, but I can't do the run because of that time of the month, ladies. So hitting the gym, I put /exercise. I need to figure out, I was thinking of a Peloton, too expensive. I was thinking of other treadmills. And I'm like, what, like my neighbors, I was just thinking of, because for every decision I make, you need to think about the pros and the cons. I said, will I commit to using the treadmill? Because that's one thing I don't really like in the gym. So now that would be like having a treadmill indoors, right? Of course, that's the only place it can be. Am I going to commit to using that, or is it an exercise bike? So that particular goal, I have to figure it out. And what is there any other gym that I can take a train to? Because the train station is, near me. Do I take a train, commit to it? But in the evenings, after work, it's dark, it's cold. Will I really commit to that, or do I, default to exercises online on the TV, YouTube? So I need to figure out that goal. There's an asterisk on that one. It will happen, over summer, but I need to figure out how to make that goal happen from this month. And of course, drink water is the next one, number 4. You're wondering, why is she doing that, and eating well? I put those two together because I find that if you want clear skin, especially for those of us in our 50s, wrinkles will start to develop. What are wrinkles? Because your skin, if it's lacking hydration, you keep those at bay for as long as you can. So I know I love ice. I fill up my Stanley Cup wannabe with ice every morning. So ice is water, of course, but by the time you melt the ice, it's not up to a cup of water. So I need to really, because I buy the small bottles of water, right? I think the 300 ml ones. I don't know what the quantity is, but I need to at least drink one of that each day, because that's what I buy in my house. If I can go through 30 in a month, that would be great, in addition to my ice. And then, of course, eating well. Now, I'm one person that believes in moderation and not elimination, because most of you might not know, I'm also a personal trainer. So when I used to have clients in Dublin, I've not had clients in the UK so far, I used to tell them, avoid eliminating certain food groups, because eventually your body is going to miss those food groups and the nutrients they bring to the table, and then you have some deficiencies. So I say, even the bad things, eat them in moderation. So I'm not one of those that's going to come here and tell you no sugar, no fizzy drink, no this, no that. I would take all those things because they keep me going and they keep me sane, but I will be practice moderation this year, like I've always done, and reintroduce my fruits and veggies. Last year was not a great one with fruits and veggies. Last year was a tough one. Moved house, a lot happened last year, and I just lost interest in fruit and veggies. I need to gradually reintroduce them, because you can't force yourself to eat the things you really don't enjoy. Life is too short. Save money and invest. Now, I started to do this last year. I've been doing it all over the years, but I haven't really invested because there wasn't extra to invest. But last year I started investing, and I'm proud to say, coming to the end of last year, I had substantial is relative, guys. I had a good amount of money in my savings, and then investments as well. So I'm going to continue to do that this year. And yeah, it's very important, guys. When you get paid, the first person you should pay is your savings. People think, oh, the first thing you should do is go out there and do shopping. No. Once you get paid, set out an amount for your savings. Very important. Very important. You never know what might come up and you will need that money. So avoid drama and be very intentional about my friendships this year. Now, you might ask me, why this? What is drama? I promise you, if you want to live long, you need to avoid drama. Drama is a bit like Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. I don't know if I have the video here. Yeah, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff by Richard Carlson. You guys should go and buy that book. It's here. It's staring at me right here, guys. It's a book that tells you, if you think about things in your life, will it matter in 5 years? Forget about it. If you find people that are looking for ways to get you involved in unnecessary discussions, just cut them off. You can cut these people off. You don't have to be, associated with any groups that do not add value to your life or any individuals. And, forget the fact that maybe they've been friends for years or you just met them the other day. If they're not bringing value to your life, or if they're not speaking your language, then maybe it's time to really leave them, back in 2024 and move on with your life. So this year I'm going to be very intentional about my friendships and look for friends that would kind of, intensify my faith. Like I have a friend now, we were reading the Bible together last year, and on the app, I could see she has done hers, and she'll praise me and tell me well done, and I'll do the same to her. And when we have conversations, they are very intentional conversations that bring value to my life. So I need to continue that this year and see how that goes. Now, pray more and talk less. That ties in with the previous goal, because I find that when you get involved in useless conversations, they don't bring value to you and they just put you into trouble. They put you in the spotlight. Why would I want to put myself in the spotlight at this age? This is my evening years, so later years in life, I really do not want any drama. I don't want anything that will put me in the spotlight in a negative sense. So I want to really be intentional about how I pray. Every day I need to do my devotion. That's the way I start my day, guys. I started with devotion and prayer. So I have to cover my children, cover those that are closely associated to me, even cover my enemies as well. God said, pray for your enemies, you know. And so that is then one thing I did last year, before the end of last year, is I deactivated all my dating, my profile on my dating apps. And the reason why I did that is because the Bible tells me as well that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. So I need to be found. But I know that I need to put myself in situations where I'll be found. Don't worry, guys. I have to figure out how to do that this year, which will tie in with making sure that I'm going out to events, find social events that I can go out to and stuff. But I don't want to be on those apps because one, you know, you have to be careful. There are people, I did a video on dating apps, how to be successful, pros and cons. So if you want to do that, try it. I always say, don't stop because I've stopped. I've done this for years. And for me, this year, I'm going to lay low on the dating apps, and I've deactivated my profiles as we speak. I'm not going to go that route this year because I just believe that they haven't worked for me to date. In some capacity, I've learned some lessons from those, but one thing I want to do now is just be me and, you know, socialize and do the things I need to do. Pray, tell God what it is that I want from the man, and I feel that eventually it will happen. And one thing I want to also let you people know is that singleness or being single is not a bad thing. It's time for you to rediscover yourself, be celibate, think about the things that bring joy to you, do those things, travel the world, experience things as an individual. Because sometimes when you have somebody else in your life, then you can't just stand up and make certain decisions. You have to consult with that second party. So now that you don't have that person in your life, how about you just be an individual, enjoy it, enjoy God, enjoy activities, enjoy travel, enjoy food. Because if you have somebody else as well, you can't have different meals in the house. Sometimes you have to, but if it's just you, then you're cooking the things that you enjoy, if that makes sense. So hopefully you guys found all these goals interesting. Let me know which of these goals you will also be adapting to add to your list of goals for this year, and which of them you found actually interesting that you've never heard about before. I'm sure you were expecting a video that will say, oh, I want to go to 5 countries this year. I want to increase my YouTuber account to 10,000 this year. By the way, guys, my YouTube is blowing up. Now, be careful what you wish for, guys. I think I'm currently at 3,000 plus subscribers. And, you know, it's just because I have changed my attitude to YouTube. I'm bringing joy to my channel. So I know that people are looking for me because they know they'll find laughter, they'll find love. So I did a video about that as well. You know, just be your authentic self. I've done several videos talking about this. And so thank you guys for 3,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. And I think one of the shorts I have on my channel is about to hit 1 million views. Unbelievable, guys. So here's to, I'm raising a glass to, let's raise this mug, my Christmas mug, even though it's no longer Christmas. There's a log to I'm up to a lovely 2025, guys, and please keep watching my videos, look at my playlist recommended and the rest of them, and see you soon. Bye bye.